Hello everybody, back looking at these thief hatches. The Unscrambled channel has already done this one by adding some size charts. But anyway, this was the story or the news channel I used when she's talking to this expert. And what basically they're talking about is the time when this is when the bodies were supposedly found. Well, you know, like we're known to be in those thief tanks. And they're saying it's absolutely impossible to stick a child through that gap, and that's an expert there saying that it's impossible. He must have put them through another hole, you know, another hatch in the tanks. But of course, they're saying that it went in the thief hatches. So what I did was I went to some size charts of children, and it is just impossible. There's no way that these children went in those thief tanks. So basically, you do it. You will go and find some charts, look up circumference and look up shoulder to shoulder, which both these have. And it's just impossible. You will see that it's just impossible for these bodies without being totally destroyed to go through these hatches. And we already know from the autopsies that they weren't. So basically I'm looking for, well, there's waist and chest circumference there at the top. And when you go across, it's got a 3 or 4. They put it as toddler or children, so a 3, a 4 and a 5-year-old. And you will see that it's in inches. It says inches up here, inches. You will see there that this is just impossible. It doesn't say 8 inches. This is the circumference of the chest. It says 24 inches. So it's just absolutely impossible to get these bodies in there. I'm sorry. Absolutely impossible. There's no way. They were well too big for the hatches. Sorry. So Houston, we have a problem. And then I went to this chart here and it's talking about shoulder to shoulder. So there you go. A 3-year-old is 9¼ inches. A 4-year-old is 9½, and a 5-year-old is nearly 10 inches, 9¾ There you go. So shoulder to shoulder, that is an average measurement for children. So as you can see, not 8 inches, so well too big. So 2 inches too big, Bella. I'm sorry, that's quite a lot when you've got a dead body and you're trying to when you're trying to put a body in that's too big for the hole and it's deceased, so it's deceased. So how do you do it? How do you get a dead body that's too big for a hole into the hole without smashing it up? But he didn't, did he? So I also went to look up the circumference of 9 inches, because don't forget, CeCe is 9 inches 25 across from her shoulder to shoulder, and Bella would be about 9¾ inches looking at those charts, right? So that's even more. So 9 inches, the circumference of 9 inches, because it'd have to be from shoulder to shoulder, remember? 28.26 inches. That's 9. But they were bigger than that. Their shoulders would have been a little bit wider than that. So you'd have wanted 30 odd inches. So there's no way they could have got through an 8-inch hole without some serious damage. Well too big when you're trying to put a body in. I just say there's a problem here. Really, I don't the police not understand that you can't fit something that's bigger, like nearly 2 inches bigger, into a hole and masses of damage to get them in. They're not just some bruises or a cut. Anyway, thanks for watching.